Hey guys, welcome to my podcast. I'm just going to introduce myself again for everyone who's new here. Natalia Schneidmiller. I'm a mom to 4 boys and I'm also a coach, but mostly I help women, moms of boys, eliminate all the fighting that they have in their relationships and specifically with their son or husband. And if it's showing up in one relationship, then I bet it's showing up in others. So that's why I help you eliminate all the fighting in all of your relationships by teaching women how to manage their mind around around what happens in life. Anything that can come up in life, you will have the tools and you will have a direct steps of what to do, how to manage your mind so that you can be in control of yourself, your emotions, and how you show up in your relationships. That's what I do. And I just want to share with you a testimonial that one of my clients just recorded. And I'm so excited because I just love my clients and my listeners. You guys are super smart. Sometimes I feel like my job is simply reminding you, my listeners and my clients, of the truth, which you deep down inside already know. And my job is simply to remind you. So that feels super easy because you guys are so smart. You already know the truth. And there's nothing challenging about it here. You just have to be open. Okay, so this is from Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Thank you so much for doing this. So Sherry came to me, and one of the biggest struggles that she was having in her relationships was with her spouse. And what changed after deciding to try coaching for her was mindset perspective. That was her answer. And some of the specific results that she says she can share is she stopped blaming her husband and noticed her own contribution in the relationship, in how she was showing up with her spouse, which is huge because once we know that we're the ones creating this feeling and this relationship for ourselves, then we are empowered again to change it and create anything that we like. Because as long as we believe that it's our husband's fault for how we feel, then we're going to be stuck. We can't do anything about it because we can't control a husband. So that's why taking charge and taking ownership of your own contribution is half of the work already done, because that's the hardest part. The rest follows naturally, I believe, with practice, with openness, with intention. Then you start right away then creating connection with your husband. And that's the thing that the next question I asked her was, how do you feel now about your relationship? And she said she feels hopeful and connected. Now, don't we all want to feel connected and right to our husband, to our son? That's why we always try to fix our relationships, stop the fighting so that we can feel connected. And it doesn't have to be perfect, our relationship, for us to feel connected. We simply first have to do that step, be aware of what's going on for us, and right away we will have access to that feeling. Okay. The next question I asked her, what would you say to somebody on the fence about trying coaching? And she says, so worth it, immediate results, breakthrough revelation, better than a decade of counseling. Now that one made me so excited, super excited. That is probably the best sentence I've ever heard about coaching, which is so true, that I love so much. That's why I became a coach. Better than a decade of counseling. And I've done counseling, and I've also done couples counseling with my husband, which was helpful. Yet coaching is just so much more effective and to the point, and you don't even need the other person to be in the room for you to create an amazing relationship with that person. And that's why I'm so happy that Sherry thought that as well, because that's why people come back to coaching again and again, because we just see how effective it is. So I'm so happy. So I asked her, what else? Is there anything else you have to add? And she said, Natalia is professional, yet I felt like she was someone I wanted to be friends with. She brought lightheartedness that made me so comfortable and able to accept my mistakes. Woohoo! Happy dance. I am so happy. I love it when, me, my clients and me, my listeners, we're kind of friends. I love it because it's really fun to hang out with a girlfriend, right? We don't want it to be professional. We don't want it to be kind of cold, and not personal. And that's why I created this environment, so that we will like each other. We will hang out, and this will help your life tremendously. It will change your life to a point where you will not recognize it and think that is the best life ever. So I love that she also felt comfortable to share and accept her mistakes, which is so exciting, because in order for us to create a better relationship with ourselves and with others, we have to be okay with our mistakes and not judge them and accept them and kind of laugh at them. That is the most essential step you have to do. And having an environment where you feel safe to not judge yourself is super important. And I remember back early in my days, well, it wasn't that long ago, but where I judged myself so harshly that I never wanted to be really connected to myself because I was judging myself. So being in the presence with a coach who does not judge you feels so comforting. It feels so new. It feels like something that you've been wanting your whole life, to feel like you are okay just the way you are. And we can almost laugh at it because you are perfect already. I remember how it felt. It felt like I've ever felt like that before in my whole life. That's how brand new it felt to me back then. And so I'm so happy to create that for my clients now, that sense of light and comfort and being okay with being not perfect. That is the environment I want to create for you guys, where you can also then copy it and do it for yourself and know how it feels like. And I think it's the most beautiful place to be in. So then you can create anything you want in your life from that non-judgmental, light, safe, comfortable environment. Love it. Sherry, you just gave us the best stuff ever to talk about. Thank you so much. And that is all that she said. So I am really sharing these to show you what's possible. Again, as you can see, I'm coaching people on any relationship that they bring me. Of course, I love the relationship between you and your son. That's so dear to me. And so you can always reach out to me and get any help with any relationship. Because guess what? It's all about your thoughts about the other person. So now let's talk about the topic that I want to talk about today, is being more at peace around being sick. And let me just preface it that I've, knock on wood, have never had like a life-threatening health problem. And so I'm not going to claim that I've been able to apply this to something that threatened my life, because that might not be true, right? So I don't want to kind of claim this all over sickness, but I do believe, like, if something like that does happen to me, then I will definitely do my best to apply and do everything I can to create more peace around that. Okay, so I'm more talking about, so I think this episode was inspired by my favorite Buddhist monk, Ajahn Brahm, and I'll put a link to him in the notes. They even have a podcast of their own from his monastery where you can listen to him. He still talks. He's probably in his almost 80 years old. He is the most amazing, kind, funny monk ever, and he has his own podcast from his monastery in Australia. So basically, my kids, with kids are always sick, right? They're from one sickness to another, as I find with 4 kids. But when I get sick, I used to get upset that I was being sick. And Ajahn Brahm really helped me adopt a mindset that creates peace around it. And here's what he said. He said that human bodies. Oh, this is the story that he was telling, is that when people come to the doctor, they always say, "Hey, doctor, something is wrong. I'm sick here, and this hurts, and that hurts, and blah, blah, blah." And he says, "Oh, guys, we never call the doctor. Don't say, 'Doctor, something is wrong.' Say, 'Doctor, something is right. My body is alive. Something hurts.'" So that's his whole mentality, is that it should be sick sometimes. That's what happens to human bodies. Human bodies will get sick. That's the way the nature works. Human bodies will get old and sick. This is just a way of the human flesh. So we should expect it. And when it does happen, we should say something is right. And everything is great, like, awesome, something is right. I'm sick, right? So the way he tells the story is super adorable. You should definitely go listen to all of his stories. But you get the idea is that this should be happening, and this is not a surprise. We knew this about human bodies, and now that it's happening, we can proceed without having any of the drama about how did I get this? Why did I do this? What did I do to deserve this? And what did I do wrong? And where did I catch this cold? And who made me sick? All that drama of really fighting with the reality and being upset about it. And sometimes people ask me, if my kid's sick, they say, oh, where do you think they caught it? And in my mind, I actually get frustrated. I'm like, what does it matter? Like, this doesn't matter at all where they caught it, because this is the way of life. They will catch things. I mean, we catch things all the time everywhere, right? So that really doesn't matter to me, right? I mean, unless it's something like washing hands, that, yes, then definitely let's make sure we wash hands properly, etc. And so I have my own health things with my body that are, knock on wood, not life-threatening or anything like that, and I'm still able to live my life. And I really find peace around how this is just part of life. We're just supposed to, have our bodies give us all these things, and then we just manage them. And it doesn't mean that we don't do anything about it. This is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you just have peace around it, and you proceed to treat your body with total peace and acceptance. Like, this is just a normal thing that we do, just like it's sunny, just like it's rainy. If it's rainy, we have an umbrella, or we wear rain boots, right? This is just what we do. So when our body's sick, we just, go to the doctor, get some help. Maybe we read Louise Hay's books and listen to her videos. Maybe we try to find the beliefs that support this disease, right? But we do that from a place of totally not surprised. This is a part of life, and this is just something that we do. We get sick, and then we kind of try to feel better, try to find the cause of the problem, right? Instead of being really kind of caught off guard and surprised and like, this shouldn't be happening. And when we want to eliminate any sort of fighting with reality. So fighting with reality meaning, oh, this shouldn't be happening. I shouldn't be sick now, right? So that's what I'm offering to you, is having more peace around being sick. That has helped me tremendously with my kids, with my 4 kids. I remember the first shock I had when one of my kids said, my back hurts. And my first thought was, oh my gosh, like, kids' backs are not supposed to hurt. Like, what the heck? It was so jarring for me. And then I remembered, right, this is a human body. These things will happen to human body. So now, my boys are between, my twins are going to be turning 7 next month. So between 7 and 11, my boys are now. And so this is just a normal state of life. By the way, look around you. Do you have proof that people should not be sick? I think we have actually a lot of proof that people should feel sick or be sick or have something going on with their body, because that's what's happening. Even young people, right? They have from smallest bruises to flus to colds to warts to coughs to I don't know what, right? To back hurting. So that's what I am offering to you, is have peace around what should be happening. Okay. And that way, when something's happening like that, you don't bring that frustration into your relationships, into your relationship with yourself. And then you don't have to have these fights and being upset and kind of act out your upset at people. I hope this was helpful for you. It's been super helpful for me. And go check out Ajahn Brahm. He is adorable. He's so cute. He's a Buddhist monk. He grew up in London and then became a monk in Thailand and then opened up his own monastery in Australia, where he's still now and has his own monastery and does retreats, meditation retreats. And he is just so happy and helpful as well. He has great stories. He has lots of books. Check out his books. I'll put notes in all about for his books and his podcast in my notes. So thank you so much for listening. If you are finding this helpful, please share with your friends. Give me a review. And keep listening, subscribe. Thank you so much. You can always find me on my website, and I can always help you with your relationships. And you can too get as much help as Sherry did in 6 weeks of coaching as you can get in a decade of counseling. This is real. This is so helpful. So my website is www.coachingnatalia.com. Go to sign up for a free mini session, or you can always email me at natalia@coachingnatalia.com, and I'll be happy to set up a time that works for both of us. Okay, guys, and I love you. Have a great week. Bye.